Cheers, dear. Welcome to Angeline Tarot, brought to you by the bead art I make. This and other creations are available in my shop, which you can access through angelinetarot.com. So today we're going to do a love reading. I already pre-shuffled the cards, so just do a little bit of shuffle. This is you in the current situation, the Three of Swords. This is what you don't know in the situation, the High Priestess, and an opportunity, possible opportunity or action step, the Page of Wands. And the overall energy of the reading is the Ten of Pentacles. So as this relates to your love situation, what's at stake here is ultimate happiness. Family, generations, investment, prosperity, love, shared affection, perfect contentment in the realm of everything that you can physically manifest in the material world. So that relates to relationships, money, generally achieving it all. Where you stand in your love situation today is that there has been some kind of state change. There's been some kind of heartbreak or a disappointment. What you thought was coming together broke apart. And you're railing against accepting the fact that this ideal is not happening today. You might want to call it denial. You might want to call it the stage of bargaining. Maybe the stage of depression about this. What you don't know and what you don't see yet is that you have an intuition about this situation that, I'm sorry, this is such a simplistic message, it really is, but what you don't see is that you already knew this wasn't going to work. You already knew. There were so many red flags that you chose to keep your eyes closed to, but really you saw it. And the light's kind of shining on that card a bit. I'm going to move it so you can see it better. But do you see how her eyes are both closed and open? Her eyes are closed, but she sees, she knows. You may have been closing your eyes to something that you didn't want to see, but you knew. And it's at this stage, it's important to make a list of those things that you saw were red flags and be honest about them, because by doing so, you can turn this broken-hearted energy toward healing that broken heart. This is still the ideal. Excuse me. There's no reason to lose sight of the dream, but you can't make a square peg fit into a round hole, and you know it, and you wanted it to, though. That would have been so ideal, but you know it wasn't going to happen. The opportunity, though, that you have is to put all of the passion that you're putting into feeling angry, depressed, regretful, frustrated. Shoot that energy. No, I want to put this in a better way. You have what I was going to say was you have an opportunity to shoot that energy in a whole new direction, but of course you do. You know that. The problem is process, right? How do you get from here to here? I mean, clearly this is a happy, joyous, and free, excited person, off to a new start. The first step is to simply recognize the truth. Go through the process of healing. Go through the process of recognizing what you do want that you were painting onto this unfortunate situation. Make a list of that. And also make a list of all the ways this was never going to be that situation. If it was going to be that situation, it would be that situation. It's really that simple. If what you had in your love was going to be the situation that you fantasized it to be, it would have been that. But it wasn't going to be that. That's why it didn't become that. Does that make sense? No amount of fantasizing a different outcome makes it become what it was. This was going to be the outcome. This is how it ended up because that's how it was going to end up. So this is the gateway to making peace with that, is actually physically writing down the feelings and intuitions you have about what it is you feel would make you feel great, and what you really did feel and know about what didn't make you feel great about this fantasy that you were having. Because the opportunity is you can become free of this broken heart and put your passion toward it in a new productive direction. So I have a goal for you. And okay, we're going to put a time frame on it first. The time frame is 4 weeks or 4 months. Sometimes processes take shorter or longer, and 4 is a number of stability. This could have a special resonance for you if you actually are dealing with a Cancer or you are a Cancer yourself. But the number 4 has to do with stability. So taking this balanced number of 4 segments of something manageable for yourself. Either you take it 1 week at a time and work toward a process, or you take it 1 month at a time. Whatever pace is your pace, that's your time frame of your goal. And this will be your goal over that period of time. Change slowly. Slow change. We could draw a line directly from this card to this card, can't we? The triangle being the 3. The triangle being it's a bringing together of 3 disparate parts, or the creation, the third thing that was created from the 2 coming together. Okay, that's what a 3 is. The 3 takes 2 points, brings them together. This is geometry. Creates an overlapping vesica Pisces, and from that geometric form, you can make a triangle. That's what 3 represents. The 2 coming together make a third. The 2 together is a third thing. The 3 is birthed from the 2. Okay, but the progression of that is the 4, balance. The Page of Wands in this reading, it's even represented in the imagery of the card, is the circle, the wholeness, the oneness, the unity, the monad. That's where you want to be. You want to. The 3 broke apart. The three isn't you. The 3 involves other energies. You need to get back to you. Okay, so slow change. Allow yourself time, whether that be 4 weeks or 4 months. Possibly break this down into 4 steps. Step number 1, honor the dream. Write it down. Meditate on what you want about that dream for you that doesn't include this other person participating in it, this other individual participating in it. Then recognize what write down, maybe week 2, you write down, or month 2, write down which red flags you were noticing but were hiding from yourself. Perhaps week 3 or week 4, month, perhaps week 3 or month 3, create a realistic picture of what you had that was both good and bad in that former situation, and how you would like your ideal to look now that you've been through the process of some learning. And week 4 or month 4, go about manifesting that in your own life. Take time to figure yourself out. Take time to heal from a heartbreak. Just relax, slow it all down. It could be, not to put false hope in anybody's mind, it could be that after you do this and you become confident in what it is you expect out of a relationship, if you take this time, slow down your time and become clear about what you're looking for, it could be that the other person, the individual with whom you had begun this reading, may have been doing something similar. And 2 different people, the same individuals, have evolved to become 2 different people. And that new beginning possibly could happen in that case. But right now, as it stands, if this is your reading, it already isn't working. So it's not going to work. It's already shown that it doesn't work. It won't work. If it would have worked, it would have worked. So there needs to be some process. There needs to be some growth and some learning and some clarification of what you're doing there and your standards and your boundaries and what it is that really makes you feel happy. No compromise. You get to fantasize anything you want that makes you feel happy. And make it your goal to become clear about that. Slow it down, no desperation. You don't even have to believe in time if that helps you. But take some rest and bring it inside, just like the high priestess here is doing. Bring it all inside and develop the perfect you and the perfect situation that you want to put yourself in, and then go out in the world and project that so that it can be attracted to you. That's the reading. And remember, every process begins just one bead at a time and is completed one bead at a time, one step at a time. Cheers.